once my once my dad left, I began to spend significant amount of time with my grandmother. Really, I'd spent more time with her before then. Also, she lived about a half block from my house, but afterward, started to spend much more time with her, and she really stepped into my life in a important way. And she passed away about 5 years after my parents divorced, and so that was a significant event that really put me into this kind of tailspin, um, because the kind of the last adult that I had latched onto now was now gone. And so at shortly thereafter, someone came to me and said, "Hey, so this can help you feel better," and gave me some drugs. And that, even, I mean, like as an 11, 12-year-old kid, like I look at kids that age now and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe, what I was into at that point in my life. And so that is really how I dealt with pain and suffering and trauma for the next like decade and a half of my life. It was just even after becoming a Christian, I came to faith in Christ right before I went to college. And even then, it was still, I still would go back to drugs and alcohol um, whenever I experienced any sort of difficulty. It was just the pattern in my life that this is the way you deal with difficult things.
Talked about, going through addiction. A lot of people deal with that, and that impacts a lot of families. Can you just talk for a moment about how Ecclesiastes gives us that hope to look ahead?
Ecclesiastes tells us, don't try to numb yourself. Don't try to ignore them. Like, acknowledge the Lord in the midst of that. Live in a relationship with Him, and then also, like, as much as God allows us to, take joy in the small things that He gives us. And so, I don't know if there's like one verse or something in Ecclesiastes, but the whole picture of acknowledgement that something's not right, a encouragement to have a relationship with the Lord, and then the third one to encourage us to take joy in these small things that we have access to, right? A good meal, time with our spouse, enjoying the work that we do, which you guys obviously do. It's very clear that you get purpose and meaning and joy out of the work that you're doing, and that's a gift that God gives us.